Alright, Shalom. I just happened to see this earlier. I was looking at some news and stuff. You got a pope bowing down to this Yahawah in Sudan. Let me see what his name is exactly. Say Pope Francis stunned visitors to Vatican with a grand gesture of humility by kneeling down and kissing the feet of South Sudan's formerly warring leaders as a plea for peace. Now you already know this shit's set up anyway, but I just wanted to bring out this scripture because ain't no coincidence that you got the Pope of Rome. I'm going to read the book of Romans, chapter 14, verse 11. It says, "For it is written, as I live, saith the Lord Yahawah, every knee shall bow to me, every tongue shall confess to Yahawah." And this is a prime example. These elites, I call them cowards because they really ain't no damn elites. A real elite take care of their people. But these Rothschilds, these Rockefellers and shit like that, these DuPonts, these Gettysburgs, hey, this is what they gonna be doing. They might be proud now and think this shit ain't gonna happen. This is what they gonna be doing to the elect of Israel. Look how he just let his hand go. Let me run that back. That's what they gonna be doing to the Bayah Dawadah, the house of David. They gonna be bowing down and shit. And we ain't gonna be nice like that though. Through the spirit, they gonna be getting their ass kicked. Ain't gonna be just no bow down and you go on about your day, sir. And it's all set up because when you look at the name Africa, we'll go into that. Because Africa, actually, the land was actually called Ham. And it was conquered by some a Roman general. Let me type this in real quick. So when people say, "Oh, I'm African," they don't even know the fuck that name come from. They just be saying it. Let me look for the actual information because Esau don't twist this shit up. This wasn't like this the last time I looked it up. Talking about then Africa came into Western use through the Romans, which that land was conquered by the Romans. But I'm gonna go all the way out into the origins of it, like the old origins. Let's see. Because the guy name I'm looking for, I think, if I'm mistaken, his name Leo Africanus. If I'm mistaken. Oh yeah, what is African name? Let me see. They say it's a theory, which is bullshit. They say the Roman theory is some believe that the word Africa came from the Romans, who named the land they discovered on the opposite side of the Mediterranean after a Berber tribe living in Carthage area, now modern-day Tunisia. Later, this could have become contracted to form the single word Africa. Well, it's a Roman general. That's what it really go back to. The guy that conquered this land. And that's why they over there so much, getting the gold, the resources, stealing organs and shit. That's what they do. Let's see. Okay, that's some nonsense right there. This Esau putting stumbling blocks up right here because he got on here, it says that land is the Garden of Eden, which is false because the Garden of Eden was over there in Israel, in that region, not westward. It was east. I'm trying to find exactly what I'm looking for. I don't want to make this too long. I'm just finna go into it because they got this definition with America, which a lot of people fools call themselves American because this is where the name come from. So the name of the Americas or America occurred shortly after Christopher Columbus' voyage. That's a lot of some female text me. But say Columbus's voyage. That's why you have a lot of places like in Carolinas. You got Columbus there. You got Columbus in Ohio. You got Columbus, Georgia. You got Columbia. All British Columbia. All these different areas because these Amalekites, these Edomites, they came over here. But it says voyage to the Americas in 1492. It is generally accepted that the name derives from Amerigo Vespucci, the Italian explorer who explored the new continents in the following years. And that's what Esau do. They changed the lands after their own names. And the scriptures go into that also. Well, let me see. I'm going to find this definition of the actual origin. I might have to type it in like this. Bear with me. Let me see. I'm going to have to type his name because they done twisted this up. They're trying to hide this shit. Because it wasn't like this. When I first looked into this years ago, it showed a guy. Let's see. There you go right there. As soon as I type in Africanus. Scipio Africanus. So like about that. I was off on that. I said Leo. Also known as Scipio Africanus Major, Scipio Africanus the Elder, and Scipio the Great was a Roman general and later consul who is often regarded as one of the greatest military commanders and strategists of all time. This is who I was looking for. That's where they get the word Africa from, because this is a guy who went over to that land and conquered vast amounts of that land. You see, Esau, they got this shit hidden and shit. You gotta really know what to look at if you want to find certain information. But that's all that is. But yeah, back to what I was saying though, because over in Sudan and Nigeria, all the different regions over there, even though we not from Africa, Israel is scattered amongst them because we had the kings of Judah and Levi and Benjamin scattered over there. They left seed over there, had babies. So, like the scripture say, your lineage is determined by the father, not by the mother. So all that mother stuff that's confusion. But Israel is scattered all through this land. If you go to Saudi Arabia, you got Israelites over there that look like they might be Ishmael. You got Israelites scattered over in China. They might look like Chinese people, but they under the same curses as Israelites. You even got some Israelites that look like Amalekites. So you might look at them now, this is the damn devil. But if you check out his spirit, hey, like in the book it say, let me go to that real quick. You check out his spirit reveal like, oh, this ain't no average. This ain't no cracker right here. He look like a so-called red. But spiritually, you're not. You read the book of Romans also, it says in chapter 8, verse 16, the spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahawah. So you'll be able to tell spiritually who you're dealing with and who you're amongst. But the main point I want to get to in this video, because I came across it earlier and I said, Lord's willing, I'll know it if I don't forget about it. Is this what these heathens they're going to be doing? They're going to be bowing down, they're going to be paying tribute, all that gold and shit they hoarding around. They're going to be coughing that shit up. They kings and princes and all that, they're going to be bringing their daughters that's going to be of age for people that want to be simple and might hear this and think some weird shit. They're going to be bringing their daughters because they're going to want to be tied in with our families. They're going to be rebuilding Jerusalem, because if you're paying attention to the news, hey, these different countries, they gearing up. They trying to get no fake Jews out of that land because they know who the real Israelites are. They know, like, hey, this is the problem right here. So they trying to get rid of the problem, and ultimately, it's Yahawashi and Yahawashi putting the spirit on them to do what they're doing. So, Lord's willing, this was edifying and inspiring at the same time, knowing like, hey, this what we do this for, not for no vainglory. is to glorify Yahawashi and Yahawashi, and doing that, we gonna be glorified also. Just this was following our power. This was doing what we supposed to do. That's all he wanted anyway. That's why we got put on punishment. Now that punishment getting lifted. So call all Yahawashi and Yahawashi. Shalom to the elect. Shalom to the apostles and all the other elders and teachers. Hey, and keep pushing these words. If you hear these words, you can break down these scriptures and go into them. Spread that word, because that's what these devils fear the most. They fear the truth. As long as they can lie and hide out and stay in the cut, and people be stupid and ignorant, they can be on top. When that truth come out, they start scrambling around. You see more psyops pop up on the news. They start spraying more chemtrails and diseases and all this type of shit popping up. So they start scrambling. They get in a frenzy. So, hey, keep spreading that word. Shalom.